Welcome to Afton State Park here in Minnesota for some cross-country skiing. Afton State Park is about 30 minutes east of St. Paul, near the town of Afton, Minnesota. We decided to head out here and do some cross-country skiing since temperatures were in the middle 20s and we'd had some new snow. The tracks are very nice. They were set to Nordic tracks, classic type tracks. They were a little bit icy, but running nice and fast, and we didn't really have any problems with slipping as far as the kickback was concerned. Wanted to test out my chest harness that I got from my GoPro. Thought I'd shot some video, and it turned out pretty nicely, so I thought I'd create a video of this cross-country skiing. We're skiing here on the prairie part, the prairie loop it's called, up on the top of the bluff, parked at the northern parking lot. This is a favorite section of mine of the trail that goes through these trees, the birch and the popple trees. Here's Julie going through that section. I thought I'd get a little bit of her skiing. Nice little downhill section that's at the south boundary of the park, just beyond that field there. You can see where a fence line is, and then the pasture for the farmland there. So this is the edge of the park on the south side. You can cruise down the hill here. Given how packed and a little bit icy the tracks were, I thought you'd go a little bit faster down this section. It requires some pulling and some actual kicking with your feet. You see here Julie is having to ski instead of just glide. From here, we're headed counterclockwise, and as you go by here, this section towards the south part, you see the yurts that are here in Afton State Park. There's two of them, and there's no electricity. You heat by a wood stove. We've thought about doing it, but it just seems a little primitive because you have to go to the outhouses that we just passed there on the right-hand side. This section of the loop is very nice. It's through a lot of pines. There's some red pines and other pines. And you coast along. There's a few little downhills that are kind of fun. Julie had just gone through this little downhill section, and I'll catch up to her as I coast along. These were a little bit faster. And you just keep winding your way through these beautiful pine trees. As we broke out, we were greeted by some sun. We got some nice pebbly clouds there in the sky. Here we are going down another downhill, getting ready to coast along a little bit. I'll follow Julie down the downhill here. Nothing too exciting, not too wild. Most of the downhills in this section are very, very calm. Kind of fun, not too steep that you get going too fast. There is one steeper downhill that we avoided on the way back, near the interpretive center. After you break out of these pines, you go through the prairie part again here, kind of weaving your way along the edge of the bluff. The other part of the trail is just there to the left, and they join up here in just a bit. During our outing, we did not see any other people cross-country skiing, but it was a Wednesday during the middle of the week. This is a little section that kind of bypasses the steep hill by the interpretive center. There's Julie coming by. You can see the other trail goes to the left down that little hill there. It's a little bit steep, but not too bad. I thought we'd try this. It takes you to the parking lot. Then you can follow the snowshoe walking trail past the parking lot. Continued on past the parking lot down to the north part of the parking lot. You get a nice view here of the
St. Croix River to the east. And then going on the west side of the parking lot, you get a view of Afton Alps, one of our downhill ski areas here in Minnesota. They have about 20 lifts. They're part of the Vail company, but with about 250 to 300 vertical feet, it's not all that terribly exciting. Here we are finishing up on the west side of the north parking lot. You can see my Jeep there. We like to do this, get a little extra mileage on our ski. Here's Julie finishing up her ski shortly after I got there on a beautiful sunny day now. As I said, it's about 3.3 miles, a nice flat, basically flat ski on the bluff top, is on the prairie there. If you wanted to maybe do it twice or so, you could add up some miles. You can also go down by the river and come around. We haven't done that yet, but maybe in a future ski. Well, thank you for watching our video, and like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to stay abreast of our adventures here in Minnesota and other places.